There are a few other new features in Dreamweaver that you might appreciate. One of them is under the Spry menu here in the Insert panel. You'll find some more Spry widgets. If you like creating AJAX features or you want to do form validation, you may be very pleased by some of these options. I will touch on some of the Spry options in a later chapter, but that really gets a little advanced for most of this Essentials training. Again, we'll stay mostly in the Common Insert panel. We'll use Layout a little bit. And here's one other interface tip. If you prefer, you can hide the labels in the Insert panel, which allows you to just tighten this up so that they take up a lot less space. You still have the hyperlink, the email link. These are exactly the same icons we had before, but now they're greatly reduced in the amount of space they take. Again, I'll keep the labels showing for this series because I think it's helpful for learning. But as you get more familiar with the program, you may prefer to have them take up less room. Another new feature in Dreamweaver, and perhaps one of the more dramatic changes, is down here in the Properties Inspector. We now have a CSS collection of options as well as an HTML collection of options. We'll use this more in the CSS chapter, and we saw this a little bit even creating our first page in the last chapter. But just so you're aware, this is new to CS4, and this is really designed to help you better create styles as you're formatting your pages, and then better apply those styles when you're done. So notice here, another thing that wasn't in CS3, the ID styles can now be applied from the Property Inspector as well as class styles. Another feature that's handy in Dreamweaver CS4 is the Live View option. If you have any interactive features on the page, any rollovers or drop-down menus, things like that, when you click Live View, those will display in the workspace. So you no longer have to preview the page to see those interactive features in action, and you can actually continue to edit even in the Live View mode, which is a very handy feature. Another new feature across the top of the screen is the new Related Files bar. If you have multiple files attached to a file, so for example here I have an HTML file with an external style sheet attached to it. I might also have JavaScript or include files or other kinds of programming files. Those would all be listed across this Related Files bar. And not only is it handy because you can see what's associated with the page, but if you double click on it, you'll actually open the corresponding file. So here you can see the styles in the CSS style sheet that's attached to this page. Switch back to source code and you go back to the actual document that's open in the window.